Next up, we have Mr. Borja Ferraz Velez.
Mr. Borja was born in Spain and is from the beautiful region of the Canary Islands.
Borja Ferraz Velez will be speaking about what we should spend our time on with a speech titled Happiness.
Mr. Borja is a secondary school Spanish and English teacher at BIBS. He is known for his passion for traveling, and he has also completed 2 master's degrees in education.
Let's welcome Mr. Borja to the stage.
"67% of happiness. Shame on me. I'm not even 100% happy, and I'm coming here to talk about it. That's not very good. Well, everybody wants to be happy, but not everybody gets to be happy. And I have a theory about it. We waste too much time looking for happiness that we forget to be happy. And Andrés Sousa used to say that happiness is not a destination. Happiness is a journey. And I entirely agree with him. So that's why I define happiness like enjoying every day what you do while fighting for your goals. That's happiness. And I came here to tell you what happiness is. So I did my job. So bye-bye. No. I have a lot of things to say about happiness. We all know these people that say, I'm the luckiest person in the world because everything good happened to me. Or I'm the most unlucky person in the world because everything bad happened to me. That is a lie. That is a lie. Nothing good or nothing bad happened to you. Things happen to you. You make them positive or you make them negative depending on how you face them. And I have an example about it. A couple of years ago, the American TV show decided to challenge the parents to prank their kids during Christmas. So they decided give them a terrible present for Christmas. So a lot of parents did it. Yeah, great parenting there, right? So I watched this video of these 2 brothers. The older one wanted a PlayStation, but he didn't get a PlayStation. He got an Xbox, which is also a good present. So he opened the box, and he saw it. He said, oh, this is not what I wanted. I didn't ask for it. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate you. I don't like Christmas. He was furious. On the other side, we had the little brother. He wanted a bike. He didn't get a bike. He got a potato. And you're looking at me like, that is a terrible present. However, the little boy opened the box and he said, oh my God, a potato! This is awesome! This is the best day of my life! Mom, Dad, I got a potato! He was loving it. He loved it. So if you transfer this example to real life, you can see that the first boy is not going to be really happy. No matter what happened to him. If he is not what he wants, he will be miserable. And we all know that not always we get what we want. On the other side, the little boy, the potato boy, is awesome. He didn't have a bike. He got a potato. He was grateful for it. So no matter what happened to him, he's going to appreciate it. So that's why I call my first rule of happiness attitude. And, well, and you tell me, Borja, if I have the right attitude, could I be happy? Is that enough? And I tell you, no. It's part of it. I remember myself, 12 years ago. I was around 22 years old. And I had a good life. Had a good job, good salary. I had a good car. I had a girlfriend, very beautiful. I love her. And I had a dream for her. We had bought a house. We were going to have also a dog and a cat. We even had the names for them. Well, to be honest, when I say we, I mean she. She was going to be the wife, she was going to be the boss. I had no chance about it, right? So these little boys were going to be Little Wrinkle and Little Snowball. And let me tell you one thing. The names were not very creative. So according to my family, according to my family, according to my friends, according to society, I had succeeded. I succeeded in life. But what about me? Was I happy? Was I enjoying what I was doing? And the answer is no. So I was reflecting about my life, and that is where I came out with the second rule, which is the 60% rule of happiness. And you are looking at me like, does make no sense, right? So, on average, human beings, we work, I'm having some problems with the PowerPoint, but we carry on like that. We work 8 hours, we sleep 8 hours, and we have free time for 8 hours. Well, that if you don't have kids, because if you have kids, you have no time to sleep or you have no time for yourself, but that is another story, right? So, I was happy when I was working. I was not happy when I was sleeping because I was sleeping. And I was unhappy when I was working. So I was happy when I was have free time and not happy at work. So I was 60% of my time, I was unhappy. And I talked to myself, Borja, you cannot waste 60%, 67% of your time being unhappy. So I said, what can I do? How can I transform this 67% to be happy? And I said, well, I'm already happy during my free time. I don't need to change that. I cannot change the time of sleep. But indeed I could. But I had to become a vampire, and I'm from Gran Canaria. Lovely, beautiful sunshine. I could not afford that. So I said, what if I change my job and do something that I like? Then I could become 67% of my time happy. So I was thinking, what things do I like? And you cannot believe how many times I ask my kids, my students, what do you like? What does make you happy? What do you want to do? And they say, I don't know. Well, they don't know. I know. They like two things. First one is playing video games. They go home, they play video games. They do homework? No, of course not. They play video games. They go to break, they play video games. They are in class, they try to play video games. The second thing is giving me headaches. And they are extremely good at it. And they would tell me, Señor Borja, your hair is turning gray. And I said, of course, little monster, this is your fault. This is all the stress you're giving me. Before, I had a nice hair. Now look at me, getting bald, gray hair. Unfortunately for them, they cannot make a life by giving me headaches. But if they focus on video games, they could be designers, they could sell video games, they could do something that they like. So I came back and say, what things I like? And I say, I like teaching, I like languages, I like traveling, sport. Also, I like being a mentor, but the PowerPoint carry on being crazy, so I just tell you so you can listen. I also like to be a mentor. And I say, what can I do with all the things? So I remember I was working at a hotel in Gran Canaria, and I was an entertainer. So I was doing sport with the theories, talking different languages, while trying to. But I didn't like that. I wanted to do something different. So I had an interview for working for an electronic company. I was good at it, but I didn't want to do that. Doesn't make me happy. And I also was applying for being a teacher in the United Kingdom. So I went for a coffee with my good friend of mine, Carlos Garcia, who is a life coach. And he told me, Borja, you want to do this this and this. They had nothing to do with each other. You are lost. And I said, yeah, Carlos, you're right. I am lost. So he told me, Borja, imagine you are a sailing boat. If you don't know what is the port of your destination, how do you know what is the best wind for you? So I came out with the third rule of happiness, which is goals. If you have no goals, you have no motivation. If you have no motivation, what is the point of living? What is the point of waking up every morning? To go where? To do what? So I knew what I like. I like teaching, languages, traveling, sport, being a mentor. So I came out and said, well, if I like a teacher, I feel like being a teacher, let's be a teacher. And I was saying, but teacher of what? So, well, I like languages. I'm going to be a languages teacher. I'm going to do something even better. I'm going to become a teacher in an international school, so I get to travel too. And on top of that, I will teach PE too, or being a coach. So I can do sport teacher. And if I also take a pastoral role at the school, I can be a mentor. So I could spend the rest of my life doing something that I love every single day. And they could pay me for it. That's awesome. So I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a teacher. So my long-term goal was getting a teacher certificate. How I was going to do it? I needed a degree in languages. And how I was going to get a degree? Passing all my exams, doing the essays, doing homework. So we all need these three goals: long-term, short-term, middle-term. Because they are going to tell me what do I want, how do I want it, and they are going to keep you in track, step by step, keep you motivated. And it's important when you get them, when you get what you want, have another one, revise them. You need a motivation every day. And eventually, I became a teacher. And let me tell you one thing. I'm extremely happy being a teacher. This is the best thing in the world. You cannot imagine how well you can feel that. I cannot imagine my life doing something different. And I have many of my friends that tell me, I get that, you are happy, but you will never be rich. And I smile at them and say, no, you're wrong. I will never be a millionaire, but I'm already rich. And do you know why? Because being rich for me is going on holidays, and after 3 or 4 days, looking forward going back to school to see my little monsters. Because being rich for me is waking up every morning, looking forward to going to school and see my kids. Because being rich for me is seeing my kids getting more mature, progressing, making better decisions. Because when they came to me and tell me, Señor Borja, thank you for helping. Señor Borja, thank you for teaching me how life is. Señor Borja, thank you for looking after me. Señor Borja, thank you for caring. Those are the most rewarding words, the most rewarding feeling in this world. And believe me, there's no money that can buy that. So yes, I'm the richest person in the world. Before finishing my speech, I want to mention 3 words. The first one is love. Love what you do. Love your family. Love your friends. Love people around you. Passion. Be passionate about what you do. Because if you are not passionate about what you do, you could never be good at it. Or at least, you could not be as good as you could be. Enjoy. Enjoy what you do. Because if you don't enjoy what you do, then why you do even bother? Why do you do it? If you don't do things in life that you love, that you are passionate about, and you enjoy, you will waste the rest of your life doing things that you don't want to do for having a life that you don't like. And that is stupid. Sir Alan Watts an English philosopher really famous in the 70s, used to say something similar to that, but also that when he was teaching, he liked to ask his students when they were going to university, what would you like if money was not an issue? And I'm going to finish my speech to do a short activity with you. I'm going to play a short video. And while playing the video, I want you to reflect about the questions I'm going to make. And let me guarantee you one thing. If you make decisions based on the answers to these questions, you will be completely happy. So let's give it a try. What would you do if money was not an issue? What would you do if finding a job was not a problem? What would you do if your family, your friends, and society could have not a say about it? What would you do to make yourself happy every day? What would motivate you to wake up every day? What are you passionate about? What would you love to do? What would you enjoy? What could give meaning to your life? How can you show your real passion? What could you smile every day in your face? What good make you happy? What good made you happy? You have the answer for that? So then go and do it. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.